This simple tip can save you thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of dollars when buying a home. That's right. This simple tip can save you tens of thousands of dollars. And we'll dive right into what that is. But first, my name's Kinn, and I'm a real estate agent here in the DFW Metroplex, and I've been practicing real estate for over 20 years. And I'd love to talk to you a little bit about what you're planning to do in real estate, whether that's buying, selling, maybe doing an investment property. Let's chat. Contact me below at any of my social medias, or like and subscribe to this video and give me a brief comment. It would mean the world to me. So what you're thinking of is probably not what I'm going to talk about. And that simple tip is doing a home inspection. Now, a home inspection is a simple thing to do, and most people take it for granted, but it is one of the most important, if not the most important thing in a real estate transaction. Now, the real estate transaction, first, you have to locate the house. Second, put it under contract, negotiate the terms. That's the first step. But the most important and most time critical step is the home inspection. Now, why it's so important is it can literally save you thousands, tens of thousands. Sometimes it can save your insanity on a home, because sometimes there's enough wrong with the house that you shouldn't buy it. And we just visually couldn't see it when we were in the home, but that's the benefit of a home inspector. Now, who do you choose to do a home inspection? Well, I have those contacts. So does most other real estate agents. I have 3 or 4 that we typically recommend to most of our clients, but I also have about 10 or 15 others that I would never allow my clients to use, simply for the fact that they don't do a thorough enough job. Now, the ones that we do recommend, they do a very thorough inspection. Now, what do? Well, first of all, it's going to be a 3 or 4 hour process. So get ready for the long haul. A lot of the times, it's important for you not necessarily to be there at the inspection, but maybe be there the last 30 to 45 minutes so you can walk through the items of concern with the inspector and get firsthand knowledge of what they're seeing and what's going to be in that report. Now, I've been involved in thousands of inspections, and literally most of them only have 7 to 10 items of concern. Some have 2 or 3, some have 30, 40, 50. That case, that may be a home you shouldn't buy. But when there's only a few items of concern, those things we can ask the seller to repair or to fix with licensed contractor. Not the seller doing them directly, but the licensed contractor to fix. Other times we may see that it's better for us to actually have a credit towards our closing costs, or a credit to the sales price if you have that money set aside to do your own repairs. But in either situation, it's very important for you to utilize a professional inspector. Now, they have to be licensed by the state, but they are not necessarily an AC guy, a roofer, or an electrician. But they are certified in all those fields, so they can tell when something isn't right? So when they go through the house, they're going to inspect everything from top to bottom. They're going to inspect the electrical, the plumbing, the AC, the roof, the foundation, even as simple things as door dings or the garage door opener not working or the paint chipping. They're going to inspect everything. And why this is important to you is you're going to have a very detailed list of what's happening with that home. Now, likely this is the home of your dreams and you want to move into it, but sometimes there's some hurdles along the way, like what we find in the inspection. So it's very important for us, one, to review that with you. Go through the items of concern. There are going to be a laundry list of items that sometimes really aren't that concerning and can easily be done by a handyman or something like that. And you wouldn't want to kill the deal by asking for 20 or 30 items to be replaced. But sometimes there's very important big items that need to be addressed. And if those come up, and usually it's the big 3, air conditioners, roof, foundation. If something like that comes up, we want you to talk to an actual qualified person in that field as well too. So we can set you up with another affiliate of ours to have a roofer come out and check the roof, or an AC team to come out and look at the AC, or plumbers, or what have you. We have all those people at your disposal. And why that's important is we're under a very tight timeline. Typically, it's only a 5 to 7 day process that we have to do the inspections, get other people out there to tell us exactly what's wrong, and then negotiate any of those repairs in the contract. So it's a very tight and compressed time frame. So it's important that you utilize a realtor, myself, to help you get all that set up, right? Because the real estate professional is going to have to be there to let those other people in the house and set those appointments up. So when we get those people in, they're going to give you even further information, and then we can determine exactly what needs to be done with the house. So what I would suggest you doing, get your inspection scheduled right away. Most time our inspectors can get there within 24 to 48 hours and can get the report to you the same day. The reports are sometimes 30, 40, 50 page long, filled with pictures of the things that are not performing and even the things that are performing well. And that's important for you to know too. And if you're a seller, this can save you thousands or tens of thousands of dollars, just like it does a buyer. I would recommend most sellers go and perform an inspection prior to actually putting the home on the market. The reason for this is you know exactly what's going on in that house, and then you can start repairing those items prior to people seeing them, right? So not that you want to cover them up, I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is you can actually get the repair people out there necessary to fix those items. And then when people are looking at your home, you can supply them with this 30 or 40 page report and all of the items that go along with it with receipts that you fixed. One, it shows that you're very diligent as a seller and you're very open book, because as a seller, anything that's found in that inspection, you do have to report to the buyer. You have to disclose it. So why this is important for the buyer is they have now this report that's been disclosed, plus all the stuff that's been done with it. So I always recommend this for a seller, but 100% of the time recommend it to a buyer, because you can save thousands, if not tens of thousands. We had a buyer just recently that was in a contract on a home, their dream home. Everything looked great when we were in the home. We noticed a few cracks here and there, but nothing that signified that it needed foundation work by any stretch of the imagination. But when we had the inspector go in, they keyed on the foundation, they keyed on the roof, two major items. We had a separate foundation company go out and look at the foundation and evaluate it, and we had a roofer go out and evaluate it. Both items need to be fixed. There was a 4-inch drop in the foundation. You couldn't really see it or really even feel it when you're in the house, but it's a significant enough drop that needs piers put in underneath of it. All told, these items that went together, the roof and the foundation, cost over $30,000 to repair. If my buyer did not do the inspection or the next step and get the other people in there, they could have lost out on $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 out of their own pocket to make these repairs. But we stepped in and said, hey, no, this needs to happen, or you shouldn't be purchasing this home. They still loved the home. We got all the stuff done. It got warranted. They have a lifetime warranty on the foundation, a 1-year warranty, workmanship warranty on the roof. They're as happy as can be. So that's where having an inspection is huge, and then having somebody like myself in your corner to fight for you and fight for those things to be repaired is a huge benefit to you as the buyer. And as a seller, having somebody like myself to be able to go through those and say, here are the most important things, and then give that report to the buyer. Now, if you're my buyer, even if we get an inspection report, I still think you should do your own inspection with a inspector that you know and trust. And realistically, you probably don't know one of those. So it's an inspector that we know and trust and that we can set you up with. Thanks for taking the time to review this video or watch this video if you've made it this far. I'd love for you to put a comment down below, and it'd mean the world to me if you would subscribe to this channel and like this video. I hope you have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon about all your real estate needs.